Yeah, today I'm studying Sitcom Friends, Season 1 and Episode 24. I have watched this episode for 3 times today. Well, I've watched this episode while while commuting from home to the office. So in I got back home from work, and I want to recap, and I want to study more about the vocabulary that I didn't understand, and so yeah, let's get started.
Here's little Ben falling asleep. Oh, a little bit later.
Here's little Ben falling asleep. Oh, a little bit later.
Is you gonna
Is he
sleep?
gonna sleep?
Is you gonna
Is he
sleep?
gonna sleep?
Is you
Is he
gonna?
gonna?
Yep, out like a light.
Yep, out like a light. Out like a light. What does that mean?
Out like a light is an idiom that means to fall asleep really quickly and deeply. So if someone says, I was out like a light, it means they fell asleep almost instantly.
Out like a light. Yep, out like a light. Boy, this sure trumps the has he pooped series. Has he pooped series. Hello, I'm studying, and if you have a question or have anything to say, just chat me. All right.
Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series.
Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. Boy, this sure trumps. Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. Has He Pooped series. Boy, this sure trumps. Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. Has He Pooped series. Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. What does this sentence mean?
That sentence basically means that something short or concise is more effective or more powerful than a longer, more detailed series. It's kind of saying that brevity can sometimes be more impactful than length.
Yeah, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series.
Exactly, you've got it. It's basically emphasizing that a shorter version or a more concise approach can be more effective than a longer, more drawn out one. It's a neat way of highlighting the power of brevity.
I don't think I speak in a proper way, right? I'm gonna say it again, this sentence, and would you please explain what this sentence mean, right? The sentence is, boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series.
Absolutely, you're doing great. So the sentence essentially means that something short or brief is more effective or more powerful than a longer, more detailed series of explanations. It's really about the idea that less can sometimes be more impactful. And no worries, you're expressing it perfectly. Got it. In that context, it means that the shorter or more concise thing is much more impressive or effective compared to that Has He Pooped series, which might be something more trivial or less impactful. It's kind of a playful way of saying that brevity or a more direct approach wins out in this case.
Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series.
Exactly, you got it. It's a fun way of saying that the shorter or more concise option definitely outhines that longer, more drawn out series, highlighting the power of simplicity. Nicely done.
I can't do this. Let's listen to the sentence more often, over and over again, because whenever I say this sentence, you see the ChatGPT got it wrong. I think my pronunciation or accent is wrong. So yeah.
Out like a light.
Boy, this sure trumps
this
the
sure
Has He
trumps
Pooped
the
series.
Has he pooped series? Has he pooped
Really, look,
series?
Ross, we love him, okay? But right now he's just a little naked fat guy. How excited can we get?
How excited can we get?
Here's-
Here's little Ben falling asleep. A little bit later. Is he gonna sleep? Is he gonna sleep? Is he gonna? Yep. Out like a light. Boy, this sure trumps the Has he pooped series. This sure trumps the Has he pooped series. Someone says A trumps B. What does that mean?
When someone says A trumps B, it means that A is superior to B or that A is more important or more effective than B. It's basically a way of saying that one thing takes precedence over another.
Or someone say A trumps.
When someone just says A trumps, it generally implies that A is better or more important than whatever the context is. It's kind of shorthand for saying that A takes precedence or outshines something else. It's a pretty straightforward way to convey that idea.
A trumps. B.
Exactly. It's just a concise way of highlighting that one
that
thing
A
is more
is
dominant or more
superior to B.
favorable than another. Super handy for making
Or
comparisons.
that A is more important. This sure trumps the Has this. Meaning
That means that the shorter or more concise thing is definitely more impressive or more effective than that Has He Pooped series, which likely refers to something more trivial or less impactful. Essentially, it's saying that the concise option really outshines the longer, less significant one.
I'm a beginner of English learner. Would you please explain this sentence with the easiest way?
Of course, in simple terms, it means that something short or brief is much better or more important than something longer or less significant. So basically, it's saying that the shorter option is more impressive than the longer one. Hopefully, that helps clarify it.
What does that mean? Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. Boy, this sure trumps has. Boy, this sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. This sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. This sure trumps. So that means this sure trumps the Has He Pooped story. This sure trumps the Has He Pooped series. This picture that they are looking at is more is better better than the has he pooped series. The picture that they are looking at is better than the Has He Pooped series, right? This is correct, I guess, right? And then yeah, how excited can we get? How excited can we get? How excited can we get? How beautiful she is. How excited can we get? How excited can we get? How beautiful, how beautiful she can she be? Can she be? She can be. Can she be? Hey, how beautiful can she be? Is the right sentence or is it wrong?
That sentence is actually correct. You can definitely say, how beautiful can she be? It's a natural way to express that you're wondering about the extent of someone's beauty. So you're good to go.
Well, then, how thoughtful can he be is also correct sentence.
Yes, absolutely. How thoughtful can he be works in the same way. It's a perfectly natural and correct way to wonder about the level of someone's thoughtfulness. So you've got it right.
How about how fast can he run?
That one's perfect as well. How fast can he run is definitely a natural and correct way to ask about someone's running speed. You're on a roll with these. Yes, exactly. They all follow the same structure where you're using how to ask about the extent or degree of a particular quality or ability. So they're all consistent in that pattern and have that same kind of question format. Great job noticing that.
And here's little Ben nodding off.
Nodding off. What does nodding off mean?
Nodding off means to start falling asleep, usually unintentionally, often when you're feeling drowsy or tired. It's that moment when your head kind of droops forward because you're dozing off.
Oh, look at Aunt Monica's little boy. Oh, look, he's got Ross's haircut. Oh, let me see. Oh, God, is he just the sweetest thing? You must just want to kiss him all over.
That would be nice.
Pardon?
Nothing, just a little extra air in my mouth. Hey, Chan, can you help me out here? I promise I'll pay you back. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, including the waffles last week, you now owe me $17 jillion. I will, really. I'll pay you back this time.
Pardon?
The word Jillian is actually an informal, made up term used to refer to an extremely large, indefinite number. It's not an exact number, but more of a way to emphasize that there's a huge amount of something. It's kind of like saying a zillion or a ton.
I'm helping out down at the NYU Med School with some research.
What kind of research?
Just, you know, science.
Science.
Med school is short for medical school, which is the educational institute and where students go to become doctors. It involves studying medicine, learning about the human body, and getting hands on clinical training to eventually become a licensed physician.
Science. Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
It's a fertility study.
That sentence means that the study is focused on fertility, which could involve researching how people become pregnant, factors that affect fertility, or ways to improve reproductive health. Essentially, it's a research study dedicated to understanding aspects of fertility. Sure. In simple terms, a fertility study is basically a research project that looks at how people get pregnant, what affects their ability to have children, and ways to help improve reproductive health. It's all about understanding fertility better.
Oh, Joey. Please tell me you're only donating your time.
Actually, a little bit more than that.
Thank you, God. This will bring us so much joy.
All right, come on, you guys. It's not that big a deal. Really. I mean, I just go down there every other day and make my contribution to the project.
That means that you go to that place every 2 days. So you're visiting it on an every other day schedule. It's just a way of saying that it's not daily, but every other day.
Hey, but at the end of 2 weeks, I get $700.
Hey.
Wow. Ooh, you're going to be making money hand over fist.
Hand over fist is an idiom that means something is happening very quickly or in large amounts. For example, if someone is making money hand over fist, it means they're earning a lot of money very quickly. It's kind of a colorful way to describe rapid progress or growth. Yes. I see what you mean. Yes, originally the phrase hand over fist comes from nautical terminology. It described the way sailors would pull in a rope quickly, using their hands one after the other, kind of like a rapid motion. Over time, it evolved into the idiom we use today to mean something happening quickly or in large amounts. So both meanings are connected, and it's kind of cool how it evolved.
해상 용어
Nautical terminology. Nautical terminology. Nautical terminology.
Yeah, hand over hand over fist. Oh, sorry, I, the mute button was clicked, and yeah, it was muted. It's been muted for like several minutes. I don't know. Yeah, sorry about that. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know which is correct sentence I use in this case. Excuse me or sorry. I feel like I'm very sorry about that because if someone watches this video, then they would not listen any sounds. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, keep going.
That's funny, very funny.
No, this is really, really great. I mean, I actually know somebody who loves what they do.
Yeah, but what do you do to unwind after a tough day?
Hey, but at the end of 2 weeks, I get $700.
Hey.
Wow. Ooh, you're going to be making money hand over fist.
That's funny, very funny.
No, this is really, really great. I mean, I actually know somebody who loves what they do.
What does hand over mean?
Handover means to give something to someone else, usually by physically passing it from one person to another. It can also mean to relinquish control or responsibility of something. For example, if you hand over the keys, you're giving them to someone else.
Yeah, but what do you do to unwind after a tough day?
What do you do?
but
What do you
at the end of
do?
2
What do you
weeks, I get
do to unwind?
$700.
What do you do to
Wow. Ooh,
unwind?
you're going to be making money hand over fist.
Hand over fist, hand over fist, fist, hand over, hand over
funny,
fist,
very
hand over
funny.
fist.
No, this is really, really great. I mean, I actually know somebody who
No
loves
worries
what
at all.
they do.
When you say hand over fist in that context, it's just about
Yeah, but what do you
something
do to
happening
unwind
quickly
after a
or
tough day?
in large amounts. And when you're unwinding after a trip, you're basically relaxing and letting go of stress. So if you're combining those ideas, it's
When
kind
you're
of like
when
saying you're relaxing
unwinding
quickly or enjoying a lot of relaxation all at once.
trip,
If you
you're
need any more
basically
clarification, just let me
relaxing and
know.
letting go of stress. Unwind. 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 When you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work. When you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work, you're basically relaxing and letting go of stress. Is this the correct sentence?
Yes, that's absolutely correct. It's a clear and natural way to explain what it means to unwind. You're definitely spot on with that sentence.
Tough. Tough. When you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work, would you please say this sentence for me, because I want to know I want to hear how you pronounce this and how you accent it. So the sentence is, when you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work, you're basically relaxing and letting go of stress.
Of course, here it is. When you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work, you're basically relaxing and letting go of stress. Hopefully that helps.
When you're unwinding after a trip or a tough day at work
Okay, we've got the coleslaw, we got the bun, we've got the ground up flesh of formerly cute cows and turkeys. Oh.
What does ground up flesh mean?
Ground up flesh generally refers to meat that has been minced or finely chopped, like ground beef or ground chicken. It's basically flesh that's been processed into small pieces, typically for cooking or making dishes like burgers or sausages.
You know, I just love barbecuing with you.
Men are here. We make fire. Cook meat. Then put out fire by peeing, no get invited back.
Okay, we've got the coleslaw.
Putting out a fire, putting out the smoke, and what else do you have? Example sentence.
Sure. For example, you can say putting out a candle, meaning extinguishing it, or putting out the lights, meaning turning them off. Another example could be putting out a newsletter, meaning publishing it. Each of these uses putting out in a slightly different context, but the idea of extinguishing and making something stop is common.
putting out a smoke. Is it correct?
In most cases, we don't typically say putting out a smoke. Instead, we usually say putting out a fire or putting out a cigarette. So if you're talking about smoke from a fire, you'd say putting out the fire. And if you're talking about a cigarette, you'd say putting out the cigarette. It's a small difference, but it helps keep things natural.
So which one is correct? Putting out the cigarette or putting out the cigarette?
The correct form is actually putting out the cigarette with the article the. So you'd say putting out the cigarette to mean extinguishing it. It just sounds more natural that way.
Laura, we got the bun. Oh, Joey Melody called such a... Okay, we...
Put out fire by peeing and no get invited back. What does this mean?
That phrase is kind of a humorous way of saying that if you try to put out a fire by peeing on it, it's not only ineffective, but it might also cause people to not want you around anymore. It's a playful way to say that some actions are not just pointless, but can also lead to awkward or unwanted situations.
And no get invited back.
Exactly. That part just emphasizes that after doing something like that, people might not want you to return or be around again. It's a humorous way of saying that certain actions can lead to social consequences
Then put
and
out fire
might make
by
others
peeing,
not want to
no
invite you
get
back.
invited back. Then put out fire by peeing, no get invited back. If you're putting out fire by peeing, you don't get invited back. You don't get invited. I understand.
Oh, Joey Melody called said she's gonna be late.
Oh, okay.
So how are things going with you two? Is she becoming your special someone?
I don't know. She's pretty great.
Yeah? What did she think of your little science project?
What, you think I'm gonna tell a girl I like that I'm also seeing a cup?
Man's got a point.
Well, the tough thing is she really wants to have sex with me.
Crazy bitch.
Yeah, well, I still got a week left to go in the program, and according to the rules, if I want to get the money, I'm not allowed to conduct any personal experiments, if you know what I mean.
Joey, how long did you think this barbecue was gonna last?
I'm going to China.
Geez, you say one thing and You're going to China?
Yeah, it's for the museum. Someone found a bone. We want the bone, but they don't want us to have the bone, so I'm going over there to try to persuade them to give us the bone. It's a whole big bone thing.
How long did you think this barbecue was gonna last?
I'm going to China.
Geez, you say one thing and You're going to China?
Yeah, it's for the museum. Someone found a bone. We want the bone, but they don't want us to have
how long is this gonna last mean?
That question is basically asking how much time something is going to continue or how long it will last before it ends. And it's a way of inquiring about the duration of an event, a situation, or a feeling.
How long?
That's definitely a common way to start a question when you're curious about the length of time something will continue. If you have a specific context in mind, I'd be happy to help explain further.
All right, I'm gonna go through all the vocabularies and idioms that I don't know, that I don't understand. Rest of the words, and yep, out yep, out like a light. That means you nodding up instantly. You go to sleep instantly, right? In a very in a very fast, in a very short time, right? Boy, this sure trumps the has he Pup series, right? And Jillian, I know it's a fertility. It's a fertility study. Okay, hand over fist means I just want to
You've
add.
got
Yeah, I just want to add more.
no worries at all. It sounds like you're really getting the hang of these idioms and vocabulary. If you have any more questions or need clarification on anything else, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
Hand over something. 무엇을 건네어 주다. 먹을 건네어 주다. 은 먹을 건네어 주고 돈을 많은 돈을 엄청 Nobody's watching. Hello. And unwind. 긴장을보다 휴식하다. What do you do unwind after a tough day at work? Ground up flesh. Ground up flesh. Ground up flesh. 다진 육. Ground up flesh. And break front. So yeah, it's a furniture, right? And Three Musketeer is 삼총사, but Front Musketeer. How you holding up? You're gonna complete the. We're gonna complete the transaction, right? Travel Scrabble, right? That book got me through some tough time. That book got me through some tough times. That book got me through some tough times. Don't give me that deep freeze. Just had you pegged. I just had you pegged as one of those guys. Pegged. Oh, I just had you pegged. So I just had you pegged. I just had you pegged as one of those guys who are always me, right? And you're practically a woman. I thought about it all the way there, and I thought about it all the way back. I thought about it all the way there. I thought about it all the way there, and I thought about it all the way back. This is just my initial gut feeling. This is just my initial gut feeling. Relationshipy place. You're committed. Big spender. The fact that you'd even ask that question shows how little you know me. The fact that you'd even ask that question. The fact that you'd even ask that question shows how little you know me. The fact that you'd even ask that question. The fact that you'd even ask that question. The fact that you'd even ask that question. Ticker tape parade. Is something going on with OJ? Tinsy bit. I'll be the guy cut behind this hammerhead in traffic, right? Hammerhead. All right, this is it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.